So both the Apple Watch Ultra and the Apple Watch Series 8 are about a year old as of this point, so I wanted to take a closer look to see how these things have aged up and see if they're pretty much still worth buying or seeing which one is the one I would recommend buying between these two as of this point. Now, I will tell you, for the average person out there, the Apple Watch Series 8 is probably more than enough for the average person. I don't see why anybody would ever need to buy an Apple Watch Ultra if you are not going through and being in rugged conditions. If you're not an active person who's going in really weird climates, there's no reason to buy the Apple Watch Ultra unless you're really wanting that watch because of its design. It's a bigger watch, it's a thicker watch, and it's a, not a super comfortable watch to have for the average person. That's why I think the Series 8 is probably the one I would recommend for most people to buy. Now, pricing wise, the Series 8 is still costing about $499. The Ultra costs $799. So there's a $300 difference here. The other big thing to keep in mind is that the Series 8 does come in a GPS model at $399, so it's an even bigger difference if you're not even comparing the cellular models, a $400 difference between those two. Now, with the design on the front, the Series 8 has the ability of going up or down in size, so you can either get that 41 or 45mm design. With the Ultra, it only comes out in one size, which is that 49mm casing. So it really depends, even that is a pretty big difference. That 49mm size is a very big watch. With the, Series 8, you can go down to 41mm, which is a lot more manageable, probably for the average person, like I mentioned before. Now, ruggedness is a very, very big deal for the Ultra. It's designed around being rugged, so you can bash this thing around. I wouldn't recommend it, but it can take a drop, it can take a hit. I think maybe it's not scratch resistant, but it can hold its own from what I can see. On top of that, it's certified IP6X dust resistant. They both are, the Series 8 and the Ultra. It's MIL, 810H, treated. And it does have an action button on the side that you can actually configure to a couple other things. I think the Series 9 may actually end up bringing this, but this is a unique feature to the Apple Watch Ultra, which is actually a very, very cool thing. The Series 8 looks pretty much normal, like a normal watch as we've seen every single day of our life, so not too many differences there, but I would definitely tell you the Ultra is the more unique designed one for this day and age, but I definitely would probably still say the Series 8 is the one I'd recommend a majority of people to buy. Now, internally, surprisingly, you are actually getting kind of roughly around the same type of performance. So as far as I know, you are getting the same type of speed. WatchOS updates are probably still going to be roughly around the same for quite a bit of time as well. And as far as I know, you're basically getting the same type of capability between both. You are just getting that extra action button on that Apple Watch Ultra, which is really cool. Now, one thing to keep in mind too, you can get up to 1000 nits of brightness on that display on the Apple Watch Series 8. With the Apple Watch Ultra, you can get up to 2000 nits of brightness. That is twice the amount of brightness on the Apple Watch Series 8, which is already pretty bright. So if you are in that situation where you need that much brightness, that is another advantage for the Apple Watch Ultra. And I think with the Series 8, it was cool, but the Ultra, that's an insane feature for sure. And as far as I know, people probably like it. It's also twice as water resistant on that watch as well. And between both, you are getting, this is crazy, twice the battery life on the Apple Watch Ultra than on the Apple Watch Series 8. So you could possibly go days, I wonder how long you could probably go, maybe even a week. You could go a very, very long amount of time on the Apple Watch Ultra without using without using a charger, which is pretty crazy if you ask me from that perspective as well. So ultimately, what I will definitely tell you is between both these watches, you are getting an insane type of device on both, which is amazing. But I definitely do think with something like the Apple Watch Ultra, there is such a unique person who needs to probably own this watch. And to the average person, I don't think they need a watch like this to be overkill in so many ways. But if you have all the money in the world, go for it. But also, if you don't want a watch that's super big or super heavy, going for the Series 8 probably makes the majority more sense to me, in my opinion. And that's probably where I'd recommend majority of people to go and buy, in my opinion. So that pretty much covers it up there. If you have any other thoughts or questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.